Hello, everyone, and welcome to Don't Fix It If It Ain't Baroque. Who are these people? So today, we're not going to talk about Bach, we're not going to talk about Handel or Vivaldi, but we are going to talk about a composer who died from a conducting accident. He would conduct. Conducting wasn't exactly the same as it is now, where I wave my baton and keep things together. Back then, they would have this big conducting staff that they would bang on the floor to keep time. And literally had a big, massive one. And he would bang it on the floor. And at one point, when he was conducting one of his own works, he hit his foot. And he, of course, injured himself with this big, massive conducting staff, and it got infected. He got gangrene from it. And the doctors at the time, probably barber doctors, said, hey, you need to amputate this or it's going to spread. Well, because Lully, even when he was older, he still loved to dance. He said, no, I won't be able to dance if I amputate my leg. Well, that was unfortunate because he didn't amputate it and it spread throughout his whole body, eventually into his brain, and he died. Another composer whose only work we hear at almost every single wedding that we go to. So if you've ever been to a wedding, likely that will be played when the bride comes down the aisle. It's a beautiful piece. It's called Pachelbel's Canon. So Johann Pachelbel was this composer and quite well known at the time, but that's almost the only piece that we know of him. And it's beautiful. And it's a canon. We've talked about canons before where like Frere Jacques and Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So you heard the bass line, dom, bom, 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 bom. It's just a circle of fifths going down. And on top of that, dom, bom, bom, that's the violin one. And then the violin two comes in, dom, bom, bom, bom. And then the violin three, there's three violin parts. For wedding arrangements, the viola always plays the violin three part. It's a beautiful piece, and us musicians, when we're younger, we play a lot of wedding gigs when we're in university to pay the bills, or at least some of the bills. It's something that we get tired of, especially the cellists that have to go boom, 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 forever and ever. But it's still to this day, I love the piece, even though I've played it probably literally hundreds of times. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous work. And there's no wonder that people, brides, grooms, love it. And another one who is probably the most prolific classical music composer ever. Generally, he's not known like Bach or Vivaldi or Handel. And he actually was quite well known in his time. And he actually turned down a post that Bach eventually got. But Telemann at his time was probably more famous than Bach. So he was one of the first people to take control of his intellectual property. He also had a subscription series to his music. So he would write a piece and say, I've got this piece going, bring in these orders. So he would charge quite a bit and get quite a bit of money from all of the subscribers that would pay for his music, and then he'd send it out. Now, Telemann needed this money because his personal life was a bit in shambles. First of all, his first wife died within a couple of years of when they were married. His second wife had a lot of extra marital affairs, maybe musical as well. I'm not sure if they were with other musicians or not. But also at the same time, she accumulated quite a large gambling debt and then left him. So he had to earn some good money to pay off the gambling debt. Had a great career, but also personal life wasn't that great. But who are these people? They're not that well known.